Nano live. Me and the Nanos is live. Is it a lighter over there? Mm-hmm. I be feeling like I'm so low. Let me get closer. We had a long playing day, baby. Just chill with your tablet or something. Mama on live. Uh-oh. You unplugged me. That's all right.
No, I think it's a short list.
Ah. Is the color high? I ain't want it all the way up. That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
What's up, y'all? Give me a minute. Let me get these candles lit.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I got an inspiring message for my fellow New Earthers. Ernest said peace. I'm trying to get this adjusted. Y'all know I can't see. Hold on. It's that cord, ain't it?
For some reason, you just... How far down the table?
Not too far.
Okay.
See my situation? 14 people. That's good.
And you just angle cool.
I can see now.
Okay.
Yes. Peace, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Camson the Oracle, one half of Remnants Gathering, aka Weirdo Gang Gang. And I got my twin flame who been getting on my nerves more than usual in the kitchen. He's gonna come and say hello. We can pull him in. I just want to channel and tell y'all what I just was telling him. He kind of already know what I'm finna tell you. I got a new earth message.
What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Yeah.
Hopefully y'all
we
doing
in here.
well.
Yeah, we hope everybody good.
I know y'all like, man, they didn't do the live. What is going on? We went through it. The 5G. Yep. We had the 5G cooties.
What?
That's
What words you use? Cooties.
Yeah. We had the 5G cooties, y'all.
Oh my God.
Ooh, it's a terrible feeling. It make your stomach hurt, your head hurt, your body hurt. It's just ugh. So, but we are doing fine, as you can see.
Thank y'all for all of the good vibes of healing and strength and
yes.
Yeah, thank y'all for all of that.
Absolutely. Like we appreciate every time we saw a comment or got a message. Just know it was very encouraging. And it's a reminder that we're on a new earth. It's a reminder that you even give a I have a really potty mouth, but that you even care about somebody that you just met digitally.
Yeah.
To even think of them and send good vibes and send up prayers or petition, whatever your way of calling in spiritual help for people that you care about.
Yeah.
So that's some new earth resonance. You know what I'm saying? That is new earth resonance.
That go back to what you segueing into the subject.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we are connected.
We wanted to do a pop-up, y'all, just because we missed y'all. And our intention is still to go live tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah, we will.
Yes. We're going to be live tomorrow. And we're going to have a really, really good conversation. But I do want to share a new earth message with y'all today. So let me shout out everybody in here because I didn't do it yet. There's 20 people in here now.
What?
Okay.
What? Why is it 20 people?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Connected to the stream.
Okay. Peace, Terica. What's up, sis?
What's up? Yeah.
Peace, Nate Moody. Greetings. Who else in here?
That's too far for me. So
It was too far for me too. I was having to lean up so that I could see.
Yeah.
I guess you can ashe.
Yeah.
Peace,
basically.
Angel.
Ashe. Peace to
Peace,
Angel.
Odeon.
Yeah.
Odeon.
Peace,
I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you. I'm glad you like my glasses, girl. I try to, try. Peace, Kezia. Kezia.
Is that Keziah?
Keziah or Kazia? Yeah, the reading was on point. Yay! I love my
Ashe,
readings.
ashe.
Thank you. I'm so glad you got a benefit from my reading.
Yes.
Peace, Lord Divine.
What's up, bro?
This
Yeah.
this the master musician that don't know that we got a job for him.
Yes,
Who else
sir.
in here?
Mhm.
Peace, Philip. Yes. Who else? I miss anybody? Peace, Anita. What's up?
Yeah.
We love y'all. Angel. Peace, Edwina. Yes, family. Yes, yes.
Man,
Peace,
appreciate y'all,
Chiba.
being in here.
Peace, Libra Spark.
And if it's anybody right
Libra
now that's
spirit.
on the live that's not connected on our other
Yes.
social medias, y'all do that. Y'all definitely go and find us. Either it's gonna be on the Council and the Oracle, it's gonna be the Earnest Truth, and of course Weirdo Gang Gang, which is Remnants Gathering. Yeah. Y'all find us on Facebook too. We're gonna start trying to use
everything we can to get our messages out.
Yeah.
But we will be putting together like a group on WhatsApp. So download WhatsApp if you don't have it, y'all. Because I'm thinking that's going to be a really good way to communicate when we're doing special stuff that's not going to be on YouTube. Okay? Peace to you, CA the Butterfly. Peace, Tangi. Let's see, did I get everybody? Peace, Grace TV. Okay. I think I got everybody on the roll call, the New Earth roll call. So, look, y'all, during my time of having to heal, working on him, working on her at the same time, because we sleep together most of the time, we're a real tight family, and our house is big enough for us to not be as tight as we are, but that's just how we live for the moment. So it's kind of hard for me to be well, and that it was just it's crazy.
I did. Yeah, that was all me.
So it was a lesson for Ernest though, because he, the divine masculine is getting ushered into the new earth. Okay, so like a lot of the things that's happening in your life is happening for the purpose to help you to be able to be a full participant in the special things that the new earth is bringing. So like faster manifestation, but that can be really, really bad too for a lot of people if you don't know how to manifest deliberately. A lot of us manifest from our subconscious mind. So that's your programs. So you're just following the program of your subconscious mind, and then you wonder why your life is not reflecting what it is that your heart wants. So you got to make sure that you are writing the narrative of your life by picking and choosing how you respond in situations, what decisions you make, and what you do. Every single day is a new day for you to rewrite your life for the new earth. Let me say it again. Every single day is a new day for you to write the narrative that you want in your life on the new earth.
Yes.
So under the age of Aquarius energy and where we're going into, we got so excited when you was like, yo, you mean to tell me I can manifest anything I want, and I can use scripting, and I can use a glass of water and speak what I want to manifest and drink it, and it'll happen as long as I allow myself to be in a receptive mode and follow the law of attraction. You mean that I can actually do this on purpose? Like, it was so exciting. But we didn't even realize the other side of that was you're going to be manifesting a lot of things in your life that's going to be irritating you and upsetting you and making you sad and hurting you and making you depressed and making you want to cry, because all of this stuff needs to come back up.
Yes.
So that you can retrieve those fragments of your energy that was lost in certain situations. So there is no running from the new earth. Now, the people who feel these spiritual impulses, right, to pull them out of their old programming, you can choose not to act on the impulse, and you'll just stay a 3D consciousness person, and you'll stay like you've always been. But for those of us whose souls are here to evolve and do better, we're not wanting to live a life scripted by some other God or consciousness. We're wanting to script our own life.
That's right.
So the difficult part about that is, for balance to be restored on the planet, the old way of doing things is not going to work for anybody on the new earth. This is what's going to separate 5D consciousness people from 3D consciousness people. The 5D consciousness people are finding ways to do something about their situations, and they're not letting go until they find solutions.
That's right.
They are searching for the information that they need. They are looking for the books. You are practicing new spiritual things. You are doing personal development. You are learning about your love attachment style, something you knew nothing about. You're learning about, wait, so I'm divine masculine and divine feminine, or toxic, which everywhere I go, and I got both energies of both genders inside of me. Like this is new earth shit for most people. And because a lot of us was in religion, we thought this was new age. But it's new rules of engagement. It's deeper than that. It's an initiation into a new way of existing. So I was telling Ernest, like, Ernest, on some new earth shit though, for real. Cause I've been saying that now. I'd be like, even my meditation, talking to my spirit guys, I'm like, y'all, I've been on some new earth shit. I need some help, you know. But on some new earth shit, basically what that means is, any of the old things you used to use, it used to work for you, because you're not on the same earth. It's like if your phone is by Sprint and you're in a country that has no Sprint towers, your ass just ain't gonna have no connectivity.
Right.
And that's what it's like. So you have to be upgrading and making sure that your energy is roaming so they can keep evolving and connecting and growing and healing.
Yeah.
So this is what the new earth calls for. You can't even have sex the way you used to. To be on the new earth. All of a sudden, these questions and concerns and things you want to learn, and what is happening with my energetic body when I'm having physical intimacy. What are the rules of engagement and how to use sexual energy to manifest things? You know, all of a sudden you got these questions.
That's because we're chaos beings, and when you come into the realization that, oh, I got all of this, I can be over there, over here, and you can be all over the place. At the same time, the practice is, how do I control this? How do I harness this? All of this potential, all this power that I have, how do I effectively, use it? How do I effectively
make it work?
Display it? Yeah. How am I gonna make it work? That's right.
So I'm gonna give y'all some new earth shit example that I think is a fantastic example. So we was riding home from Incredible Pizza today, and me and Ernest was just having a conversation. And what triggered the conversation? How do we even get on the topic
of
I don't remember how we got on the topic, but I was
going.
talking about having the mindset of a winner, and how being on the new earth is new rules of engagement. It's new ways of communicating. It's new ways of doing everything. It's new responsibilities. You know, and I was telling Ernest, and I was just like, it's so crazy when you come out of autopilot, and all of a sudden now I gotta be conscious of every single thing that I think and do, and I got all of these parts of myself that I didn't know existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there, that's shaking all of us up. Yeah. This shit is crazy right now. Right. It's like we wiping our hard drive, but we trying to download new information to get through the challenges at the same time and create the life that we want. So
we say why still operating some programs, they open.
Man, what? And then so we awakening on a collective level. So now we getting hit with all of this psychic warfare and energetic warfare and warfare, bio warfare, because the awakening is happening. We getting free. We've been shaking the matrix, and the fabric of it is just falling apart. Because we demanding our sovereignty back. Yep. We demanding to call our souls back to ourselves. We want to get readings. We divination. Like, we learning and doing all this stuff because we want to know more about ourselves. We don't want nobody teaching us about a God. we're awakening to the fact that, wait a minute, I am an extension of source here having a human experience. I am divinity in form, and I can create. So I am a God. I need to know God is to know thyself.
Exactly.
That's huge. To much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
Okay? So we see
Those
in the
words.
gap.
Yeah.
We looking at the old us like, damn, man, I was like below the veil of consciousness way more than I thought I was.
You know what? We made a post some time ago about that, where we was looking at ourselves, and we was talking about looking at our old selves like, ugh, and then looking into the future like, yeah, because you know you're overcoming, you know that you're gonna win, you know you're gonna achieve everything that you're setting out to do. So, yeah.
I'm glad she was able to catch our live too. Let me see. Somebody said something. Walking in Godhood once you realize you're God. Exactly.
Yep.
And so look, y'all got to think about it.
Control.
Divine. So we've been under this toxic, masculine, patriarchy energy for a very long time. This is the very first time in epochs, in ages, in yugas, that we're coming into where the structure of our reality is not even based on the same kind of energy no more. So divine feminine energy is the energy that created everything anyway. So this is the snake eating its tail, the Ouroboros. And we're coming back around to the beginning to do it right. So you signed up to be here to be a part of this spiritual awakening happening. You plan to be here. So the challenge every day is, okay, I got to be responsible for how can I be responsible for the life that I'm desiring to have? So, you know, me and Ernest was talking, and he been learning things, especially about himself. It's been a trip, because even just now, we just had a conversation just now, and I can't even believe that he thought this. But this is some real 3D shit that I'm going to tell you. So Ernest has a belief that if he doesn't want to respond to you, he doesn't have to. So if you ask him a question, can you fix me a plate? He don't have to say yes. I'll just go fix the plate. And I'm like, okay. So do you think that's strong communication, or is that weaker communication? You know, well, why should I have to say something if I'm going to go and do it? I'm like, but the back and forth is what makes the bond strong and what makes it be communication when you got a rapport. What if you did it and you responded? So you're being more connected is what you're doing by doing that. You're feeding that oneness that we're coming into, right? So he was a little resistant in that moment, but what was happening was our child was telling him to give Spinks, our cat, some food and water because she had ate it up and drunk it up. He really was not responding to her. She was saying, hey, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? He was irritated that she was saying something to him about it in the first place. So that's why he wasn't responding. So it was like quiet resistance. And this is a great example, because what has been speaking to you and you're just not responding to it, and you saying to yourself, I get to it eventually, I mean, as long as it end up getting done. Like, what is speaking to you from within yourself? And you ain't made the connection to like, it's your shadow self speaking to you. Is your wounded child speaking to you by acting out and being triggered real easily? Yes, baby.
I'm sleepy.
Okay, go lay up in the bed. Go get your tablet and lay in the bed. We're going to be right here for a few more minutes. Okay? Where your tablet at? Is it in the truck? Or did we bring it in? We brought it in? Okay, go find your tablet. So what happens is we have to allow our children sometimes to tell us what to do. For you, that could be your wounded child. It may not actually be your child, but it could be your wounded inner child that just keeps showing up by getting upset and easily irritated when you feel like somebody is abandoning you, you know, and maybe you got a fear of rejection. So it's showing up in your life by you not really being open-hearted and communicating with people because you don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't even want to be in my heart with people, and I'm just guarded. So let's just say that's how you feel, right? Well, that's a feeling that was created by our ego to keep us safe. That was something that was a defense mechanism you created when you was a child. And so what happens after you do it so many times, it just becomes a part of your subconscious program. So your wounded child shows up. It can show up in the form of tantrums. It can show up in the form of deep sadness or depression. Like your wounded child will show up. It can show up in the form of you just all of a sudden not feeling safe. Whether you don't feel safe in your relationship, or you don't feel safe where you are career-wise, or maybe you don't feel safe about how your business is going. Or, you know, it could be many things. And that could be like, what is your inner child saying to you? You know, so this is that new earth shit, to where you even connecting dots from your everyday life now and your childhood. That's becoming time travelers, where all of a sudden now we, like, there was a time I didn't even think to make. The only connection I ever made from my childhood to being an adult was that the type of men I was attracted to was based on how my daddy was. I would hear that and I was like, yeah, that's true. That was as deep as that went. Now I'm searching for answers to why I do all kinds of stuff and seeing how it impacted me. So these are just some of the examples of the rules of engagement that's changing on the new earth. So the old way of doing things was you don't let your kids tell you what to do. You know, the new earth way of doing things is, I'm just so fucking humble. It don't even matter. Yeah. My 5-year-old, go in there and wipe that water up. Baby, thank you for reminding me. I'm sure go wipe it up. Why don't you come on and help me? Grab one of them paper towels. It don't have to be an ego battle with my child, but I'm a parent, you need to stay in the child's place. Like, that's 3D stuff. Because spiritually and emotionally, we weren't evolved enough. Our parents weren't evolved enough to respond to us in a higher frequency fashion. They did the best they could with what they had. You was lucky if you didn't get hit in the mouth.
Right.
Type of shit.
And so I realized that there was a distorted perspective. You know what I'm saying? To even hold that space as a response to, or a non-response to the situation. So yeah, it's all about being able to also realize and catch yourself, you know what I'm saying, when you have these instances that just not beneficial. That's the best word. That's the best way to really call it. Whether it's beneficial for you or non-beneficial. That's the best ways to really look at it.
Yeah, that's the only way to look at it.
Yeah.
So the way that I do it, and the way that I've been helping Ernest to do it too, to just stop and be like, is what I'm about to say something I'm gonna be proud of or something I'm not? Yeah. Just stop and be like, is the way that I'm finna respond to this a reflection of my higher self or my lower self? I can choose. Mm-hmm. You got a choice. Mm-hmm. So you're learning how to observe yourself. Mm-hmm. So people don't have to be getting hurt or correcting you, because you learn how to be self-aware in the moment, observe yourself, and then choose how you respond. So that's becoming an observer of yourself. So we are the watchers in the book of Enoch as well. We were watching ourselves and all of the higher spiritual energies that was put in spiritual contracts with us to help us. And whether you have connected with your spirit guides or not, they're already connected to you. So they're experiencing life through you as well. So it is you learning how to be a watcher of yourself. And like I was telling Ernest, where he gets stuck is because we're being initiated into a matrilineal divine feminine, energy, it's more like you're gonna have to know, you're gonna have to know how to deal with things in a higher consciousness way to stay on the new frequency planet.
Yeah.
And so, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me clear this out. Okay. So yeah, that's the interesting thing about this, is that you just become aware of the different ways that you can respond to situations, and that's either gonna put you on a timeline to have the best experience possible in this life, or that's gonna put you on a timeline where you're just gonna keep going in loops like a broken record. And divine feminine energy is a very Kali energy, where it's like, I'm not having that ego shit, I gotta cut you down. I mean, we just had a moment where he was just like, he basically was saying, okay, let's just say that me not communicating back to let you know I heard you is right or wrong. Well, our 6-year-old do it. And I was like, what? I mean, our 6-year-old do it. She act like she don't hear me all the time. I was like, is he really comparing himself to the 6-year-old? Now that we all together, how does that sound? Do that sound like that was his higher self in that moment? Or maybe his wounded inner child?
Yeah. That wounded inner child. Definitely. Yeah. But again, like I said, that's just the whole way in which I respond like that ain't necessarily beneficial, because like we had the whole conversation, I explained, I do it all the time. I do it with adults. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why he think it's okay for me not to. We went out to dinner and he said that he was going to pay for it. I didn't hear him. He saw me paying for it and didn't say nothing. In his mind the whole time, he was thinking that I heard him. I intentionally did not respond to him, and I intentionally paid for it, even though he told me that he was going to do it. And he didn't even say nothing to me while I was doing it. If that ain't some low consciousness stuff all the way around, I was shocked that he thought that I ever do that. If I don't respond to you, it's because I didn't hear you. That's not okay. But that's normal for him. It's so normal that in the moment of him thinking I was violating what he had just asked me not to do because he was going to do it, he didn't even hold me accountable for it. That's how normal he felt it was. That I don't even need to challenge this or say anything. It's just how it is. Sometimes your woman just act like she don't hear you, and it's because he do it. So he think I do it too. And I'm like, no, that's elementary stuff to me. I ain't saying that y'all elementary, but I'm just saying for me, I've been off of that a long time ago. So this goes into how your wounded inner child can show up. And so sometimes y'all just make sure that you're responding.
You turned the volume.
I did.
I think you turned the volume.
I didn't even know that I could do that way. Hold on, y'all. I had accidentally cut the volume down. Y'all so patient. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I had the volume down. My bad. So thank y'all for the like, shares, and subscribe and support and stuff too.
Yes.
We wanted to get on here for it and spend a few minutes with y'all just to kind of touch you and connect with you and let you know that we're putting something together. We want to do a webinar. So
yeah, that accountability is.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? I wouldn't have it no other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real. So this is why the webinar is gonna be, the name of the webinar is gonna be Phoenix Rising from the Ashes. And we will be going deeper and giving you insight on like where a lot of these issues stem from and how you can deal with it. Disclaimer, we are not therapists. We're not certified and licensed in psychotherapy or anything like that. We're simply people who are awakening, and we're sharing an experience. And we know now that it's important that we communicate that. I didn't know that that was so important. But when you start reaching a certain level of audience,
Disclaimers.
you want to let people, know. So that is our background. So if you participate in the webinar with us, we will have a disclaimer that you will be agreeing to by participating in the webinar, and we will provide that for you. Because we're going to be giving a lot of different modalities that you can use to maneuver through the new earth, because the rules of engagement is different. And then for you to be the phoenix rising from the ashes, you have to know the rules of engagement, and you have to learn like what it is that I'm doing that's engaging me in the stuff that I don't desire to be in my life. So rising from the ashes is not a cinematic, beautiful, fast thing. It is a very slow process of coming out. We're just now noticing the ashes.
Exactly.
We're looking at ourselves and seeing like, I'm ashy as hell. Like,
I ain't been taking care of myself.
Or
in whatever way that pile of ashes that you coming up out of are. Yeah.
Ooh, and it's painful. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when Isis and Oshun pulled up on me in meditation a few days ago, because Ernest was having a lot of tantrums that he didn't get the chance to have as a kid. I mean, hair triggers. It didn't take much at all, and he finna pop off 0 to 100. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I know the rules of engagement is different. I know the kind of life I want to live. How can I respond in a way that is a reflection of a better me? This is always the question that you ask yourself. So I went into meditation and I asked Isis and Oshun, and these archetypes are the archetypes that represent that love and that mothering energy, that divine feminine energy of creation, of love. So y'all have to think about it. When you talk to energies that are on a frequency in comparison to love, that is a very high frequency consciousness that you are tapping into. This is what happens metaphysically when you're having interactions. And Isis is always huge in my meditations. And so me and Isis talking, and she's just like, I wrote it down, it was so deep, and I'm gonna teach this to other couples, because I think that this is very, very foundational for a new earth relationship to be experienced as well. The rules of engagement of relationships is changing.
Almost like you won't be able to succeed in your relationships with harmony
Without it.
and man, just fluidity and the right polarities without it.
You have to be intentional and deliberate about your relationships.
Yeah.
Like there is no autopilot anymore. So what they told me was he is reenacting times in his childhood that wounds were created, and he's reacting it with you, and you have been scripted as his mother. You take the place of his mother. Y'all daughter, another divine feminine energy, she takes the place of his mother. It's the divine feminine energy. The relationship that he had with divine feminine energy was not healthy. Okay, his mama did the best she could, but there are some things that our mothers did that did cause us to have some emotional wounds. And most of the time it was unintentional, and most of the time they had emotional wounds that had not been tended to. So we happen to be the ones to awaken to it and heal it, and then not pass it on to our children, right? So Isis and Oshun was like, when he's like that, you have to see him as Horus. In that moment, he's Horus the baby. He's not Osiris the king. And in order for him to become aware that there's a wound in this area, There's a wound, depending on what your triggers are, you can see, dang, I got a wound in that area. He has to reenact it so that he
So it
can
be
learn
called
the
to the
lesson.
attention.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Once he learned the lesson, he won't have to reenact it.
if it's kind of default as it has been for me, then a lot of times until you get to the place of, like we've been saying, catching yourself and filtering yourself, really, man, guarding yourself as to before you open up your mouth and respond or react, you can easily not even realize that you're doing it. I done had so many instances and experiences where I didn't even realize I was doing something or responding that way, or even realize that my body language and my energy was speaking contrary to my words. Yeah. So that's so important.
Yeah, because he's very energetically irresponsible. But that's the wounded child in him. Because what happens for all of us, your love attachment is gonna be the determining factor of what kind of people you get in relationships with and what kind of people is in your family. Whatever it is your soul has came here to learn and master, these people will be re-scripted in your life over and over and over again until you clear that level of the video game, because that's basically what this is. It's a whole simulation we set up to become better. So as ancestors, as us being the ancient gods, we set up a whole new situation, right? From the galaxies and how they positions, because this is where the ancestors go to rule certain galaxies and star systems, right? So they're part of the simulation too. They're still tethered to us. That's why honoring ancestors is a great way to become more in tune with the spiritual world and be more connected on a deeper level, right? And so what all of this is happening at one time. And so if you're wondering, like, why do I keep doing the same shit? Why do I keep, because it's something that situation is trying to communicate to you. And you're not going to come out of that level until you get it.
Yep.
And that's the part that's painful.
Yep.
Because most of the time to get it, it's going to come in the
keep doing
form
it
of
over and
being
over.
corrected over and over and over again until you do it so many times that you create a new neurological synapses in your brain. Well, that pathway will cause you to react differently and you won't even have to think about it. But right now, a lot of us are in the phase where we have to think about it. Because we're unplugging from the matrix.
Exactly.
So now you're having to think for yourself. It's crazy that we thought we was thinking for ourselves. So so we're gonna do the free webinar first. We're telling y'all publicly to hold us accountable, because as crazy as this sounds, we love y'all and we know that y'all love us, and we know that y'all feel the insight that we bring is enlightening and refreshing and amazing and all these great things. And we don't see us as being as great as as y'all express. It's crazy. It hadn't caught up yet. It's like it's reverb. I don't know. It ain't fully hit us yet. So we got to do stuff like this, right, to make sure we're accountable. So the first webinar will be free.
Appreciate that, brother. Yes,
okay?
sir.
If you want to be a part of this and the tools and ancient things that we found, exercises that you can use to energetically get you fine-tuned to be who you want to be and live the life that you want to live. If you want to be a part of that, we're going to do the first webinar for free, okay? And this will be around, we really want to shoot for December, the first week of December. And so by the time December 21st of 2020 gets here, or 2012, because this year is really 2012, you will have new spiritual tools, and you will know new things about yourself, why you were born, when you were born. We're going to give you access to finding out what your main challenges are. All of this set up by the planetary alignment. I mean, this is beautiful shit here. I was led to this, and I was so thankful. Y'all don't even understand.
This is gonna be one of them transformation stations.
For real.
Yes.
Like, it's, and you know what? But the more you press into the darkness, the fear, like I'm gonna tell y'all, one of my biggest fears, and I told Ernest this, but Ernest, he has the tendency, sometimes he don't see that his wounded child is out. So I'm trying to do like Isis and Oshun told me to do, and just allow myself to be that villain in that moment, or allow our 6-year-old to be the villain in that moment. She the one got to catch the heat. She finna catch a little smoke. You know what I'm saying? It just be like that. So it'd be crazy, and she'd be like, "Mama, he really hurt my feelings," and he'd be like, "I ain't even like," you know. And it's weird to me because on the outside looking in, being the empath and intuitive that I am, and I'm just so connected to people, I'm like, oh my God, she's expressed to you that she's wounded, but because you can't see the wound, I can't respond to you in any other way, and I have to be like, babe, catch yourself. The way that the energy you're in right now, is this what you want to perpetuate? Because this is what you're going to manifest more of. Catch yourself. And so this is what you have to do. And then even with your own self and with how you talk to yourself and treat yourself, catch yourself. Like, hold on, what am I perpetuating? Because I don't want to perpetuate more of the shit that I'm trying to get rid of.
Right.
So this webinar will be focused on that. December 21st, 2020, reset. You get a whole do-over. And we want y'all to go into this new age with new tools and new information. So stay tuned to the website, because that'll be what we'll use to send the email out, giving you all the Zoom link. This will be done on Zoom. And what we're gonna do, let's see. So let's just focus on doing the free webinar right now, so that you all know what you're getting. Because we want y'all to feel like y'all getting y'all money's worth. And because this is our very first time doing this way, you know what you're getting. I think y'all already know what you're getting.
But you know what? Like she said, it's not about the money, because this first one is going to be on us. You know what I'm saying? But it is definitely full of value, full of worth, like priceless information and priceless tools that you're going to be able to take, and you'll be able to pass it on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So it's just it's beautiful, y'all. It's so much coming in. But look, surrender to the divine feminine energy. If it's feeling like it's turning you upside down and causing chaos, that's because the chaos was necessary. There are some areas where it's just necessary, but there are some areas that you are just perpetuating and projecting stuff because of your old wounds.
You made me have a thought. You know, some time ago, we asked for the assistance of Kali. You remember? Not just from we both asked for the assistance of Kali. And so that's what she does. She comes in, and all of the garbage, she pull it up, and then she get to start cutting it up and cutting it out. And so whether you're the divine masculine, whether you're the divine feminine, guess what? Invite Kali to come in, because guess what? This right now is the time.
If you're really ready for transformation, don't invite her.
If you're not ready for transformation,
and don't invite Oya, because it's the same energy.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready for it. You gotta be at a point where you just some shit you just so sick of, where you just like, you know what? I don't even know a whole lot about you, but I read about you a little bit, and I know enough to know that I'm tired of my ego causing me to do things that ain't beneficial for me anymore.
That's right.
I'm ready to get rid of that bullshit, old belief system, old patterns and habits and shit I'm perpetuating, and I know I ain't even gotta be. I'm responsible for this now. I don't know what to do with it. So Kali, come pull some roots up and show me. And that's how she pull up.
That's right.
She pull up. She's not the teacher. She's the teacher. Like if you use the bathroom on yourself at school, Kali go take it off and show it to you. and go keep it in front of you.
As a class lesson.
Until you acknowledge this, whatever this thing is about you.
Yeah.
Look, now you told me to come and help you.
Yeah.
So you would not believe how many aspects and different personalities your ego has created to protect you from being a child.
That is
And you
so
doing
true.
it all day, every day.
That is so
And
true.
all of a sudden, we got to be aware of what we're doing in the moment. It's crazy.
And prior to even me coming into the space of opening up my heart and understanding what it means to live from the heart, I did not, I mean, absolutely did not know a lot of stuff about myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's this whole spiritual journey, knowledge of self, coming to know yourself. And so, man, it's so crazy, but we joke about it a lot. We joke about different things a lot, and that's just some of the ugly truth, you know what I'm saying? That you've probably been here on earth all this time, and within the past 5 years, some things you just now really, really grasping and really understanding, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's why this triggers me, or that's why I act like that, or you know what I'm saying? That's why I think like that, or that's why I'm where I am. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but it's good though. It's exciting.
Yeah, because at least you
Yeah.
get to write a narrative of your life. You can't write the narrative if you can't identify the script.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you want these things to keep happening.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can like, oh, okay, that's another challenge. It's just like, it's a video game. That's really what it is. But I know it's hard. That's why we do the potions. We got some new crystals coming out. Like we charge this coming pre-charged. You ain't got to do nothing. We charge just the energy and the atmosphere that we create in the house. We're conscious of that at all times. So when y'all get products from us, like you can feel the frequency of that product, which is why we don't really mass produce. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this like some special shit that maybe some people ain't caught on to yet, but I've seen it and I see what's happening. This is really, really special. It's very, very different where we're being taken. And we appreciate y'all for going on this journey with us, because I would have never thought that the spiritual awakening, this is where it was bringing us to. And just like us, I know y'all always have been different, and you have always had questions, and you've never just accepted people told you something. You've always had that inkling in the back of your mind about stuff. And just to be coming into an age where in the age of Aquarius, it's about what you know. And so it's just like, you got to know yourself. You know, if you know yourself, if you can know yourself, then you can master yourself. And so what's so scary is the divine feminine energy is darkness. It's unconscious energy. It's the realm of subconsciousness. It's the shit that you can't see that's affecting your life. It's all of that. And that divine feminine energy is like the ocean. And so yes, it is a lot of responsibility, but it's so, so beautiful to realize I have the power to create beautiful things on this planet consciously. So we finna be like, we coming into a whole new age. So build up trust with your inner being, your higher self, that small voice that speaks to you. Be working on that relationship and building up more trust within yourself when you get them inklings. Because 9 times out of 10, whatever it's telling you to do is something you need to pay attention to. So try to, trust it.
Yeah. It's definitely a work that must be cultivated. You have to continue to practice and go through it in order to become a master at it. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you being allowed to be self-important, to self-inquiry, to investigate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that new earth shit where you become an investigator of you. It's just like, why am I so worried about what everybody else doing? All of a sudden, you don't give a fuck about nothing, but why am I doing the way I'm doing? And how can I be better? And how, you go into self-investigation.
Make that.
So, yeah. So it's like just, experiencing the journey. What's up, Ryan? I see you slid in here. What's up, Sacred Lady? Indigenous Radio. What's up, Kevin? You just slid in here. Yeah. You a white solar wizard. Wow, Kevin. That's awesome. See what I'm talking about? That's that power right there. The UFOs in the sky, Ryan? No, we haven't, but we had that happen to us when we went to Houston. So yes, we did have a UFO experience, and I forgot to mention it. Yeah. It was something else I was gonna say. Oh, so again, y'all, like believing in unseen stuff, I'm telling you, just you'll benefit a lot more in just believing. You got to work on that. Believing. To believe in spiritual things, to believe in magic, to believe in potions, to talk to crystals, to believe the crystals have information programmed in them to help you. Just the fact that your mind is even inquiring about these things and wanting to function around going deeper into these things, that's just proof of who you are. That you are a God and a goddess that's here to create a better world. So, y'all, this is a huge deal. So yes, it's gonna be scary as hell. One of the most scariest things we're gonna have to do on a new earth is stop being guarded. Stop being defensive. Defensive people aren't gonna do well on the new earth. They go stay in 3D earth frequency. So location, we may be in exact same place, but the energy that we're tethered to and the way we experience life is gonna be like night and day. Choose now. You know what I'm saying? Your master. So you want to master yourself, right? Was it something that you was gonna say? Yeah, good stuff. So that's the scariest thing that we're gonna have to do. Yep, you're gonna have to be vulnerable. Oh, I said a curse word.
Yeah.
That's a cuss word.
We talk
Vulnerable.
about that. Yeah.
That's some of the scariest shit you gonna have to do on the new earth.
Yeah. You have to let your defenses down. We talked about that. You gotta let your defenses down and be vulnerable. Yeah.
That's the key right there to success.
Yeah.
Is being able to be vulnerable. Being able to surrender to a moment that is there to teach you something.
Yeah.
Being able to sit in something that feels just
terrible, horrible,
terrible. Feels like dread, anxiety, fear, anger, depression, dark night of the soul. Like some of us going through dark night of the soul. That's not a one night thing. That shit, it can be months, weeks, even years. You could spend 2 decades in a dark night of the soul, because it's stuff that our soul is here to work out. And it's working our personal shit out across all timelines and lifetimes, and it's working out the collective stuff, because we all connected. So it's a lot going on. If you don't do nothing else, practice being compassionate to yourself. I'm sure that no matter what's happening in your life that you're not proud of, you are doing the best you can right now with what you got. And if you can acknowledge that one thing, you will be able to do better than that. And each time you will get better and better and better. And giving your best will continue to improve. So you always want to stop in that moment and say, am I giving my best? And being vulnerable is giving your best. And I know y'all see how connected me and Ernest are, but we struggle with being vulnerable with each other. Because it's never been safe.
Yes. And you had the head start, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, vulnerability was, it's crazy, because vulnerability would be a sign of weakness.
That's the program.
In dealing with some of these weak childhood woundedness, that's what really is actually weak, and not the vulnerability. The vulnerability actually draws you all closer. It draws you more in, being able to sit in whatever it is. Just being vulnerable, like, you know what? Not being attached to the outcome. Like, I'm not afraid that my heart is gonna get crushed. I'm not afraid that I'll be hurt. You know what I'm saying? But with me being this vulnerable, with me being this open, man, the level of connection can be that much more intense and that much more powerful, man, and amazing. And it just all come with that curse word. No, cuss words, not curse, it's cuss.
Yeah. So, Ryan, the second statue, we found it somewhere in Florida, somewhere in
At a metaphysical store.
at a metaphysical store
Somewhere, I think
in
it was Clearwater.
Clearwater, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But just do some searches and see what you find.
Mm-hmm.
But let's make sure I was addressing what y'all was saying. So he thanking you for talking to brothers. That's why I be
Appreciate
telling
you, Kevin.
Ernest. I'm like,
Yeah.
Ernest, you gotta share this stuff. I know it's in your mind. It's like, I'm just going through the motions, but it's a big deal because a lot of other men are too.
Yeah.
And to
I'ma
the
be sharing
divine
more.
feminine,
Thanks,
we're gonna
Kevin.
be sharing more too and how to help you.
Yeah.
Because for us women, to come into a world, especially where the woman is the most oppressed being of the world, and now we're coming out of that, and the women, the first should be last, the last should be first, and so the energy, the poles is shifting. For men, woo, that don't feel good. That's ego crushing,
That's
right?
True. That's true.
For us women, it's more so like we just got to be humble through the process, because it's going to be a whole lot of I told you so's. I told, like, women winning. Women is winning, or whoever, whatever you identify the most with, whether you identify the most with masculine energy or feminine energy.
Yeah.
I would say I'm 70% feminine and 30% masculine, or maybe a little more than that. I do carry a lot of both energies. I can move in and out of being creative in my divine feminine energy and being more structured and, okay, babe, we need to come up with a plan and how we're going to make this happen for our tribe. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, all of a sudden, I'm not on autopilot, and I got to just think about everything that I'm doing and the web that I'm weaving. And it's definitely challenging. So we want to continue to be of service by being so transparent and vulnerable with y'all. And we're so thankful for where we see the channel going. The tribe, it's about the tribe over here.
The transformation
It's
that's
beautiful.
taking place.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, because I already know if it's impacting us and helping us, as individuals and as a union, then it's phenomenal. It you know what I'm saying? It's like, if I can cut the TV on and I can watch, like the times when we watch shows that deal with couple stuff, and we see we're able to identify, oh, that's me, or that's, oh, I do that. You know what I'm saying? When you're able to see something that speaks to your situation and answers questions and help you to have an outside view of yourself, because it's hard for us to see ourselves. Even when we look in the mirror, even when we look in the mirror, you just looking at this. You know what I'm saying? You not seeing yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's very shallow. It's I got a speck right there. I need to. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
But
for
everything
men
HD.
and women. Yeah, exactly.
Everything is in HD now.
Yeah.
So our third eye is acting as a microscope, and it's gonna microscopically pick its way through everything about you every day.
Yes.
Self-love, self-compassion, practicing not being self-critical, reparenting yourself, being the mother to yourself that maybe you missed out on, being that to your own self. These are some simple things and practical things that you could begin doing to becoming better and living the life that we want, all of us, to have the life that we desire to experience. That is what we are here to cultivate and do. And so I am always pressing Ernest to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And, as y'all get to see it happening. So for those of you who desire to be in a twin flame reunion, you'll have so many lessons that you got from us, which is why we're going to shift the focus to that. Because a lot of people finna be having twin flame reunions. It's just the time that we're coming into. And your twin flame is your subconscious mirror. you know, and so it is definitely something that we're going to speak on more.
And so anybody who follow us, they will be equipped. Yes.
That's the goal, is for us to continue
Yes.
to do this to help you guys. We wish somebody would have been out there to help us, but we just learning it as we go.
That's right.
So be on the lookout for that. Check out the website. We got new crystals we're getting ready to post. These crystals were charged during the Oshun ritual that I've been doing ever since October 1st. We gonna wait till tomorrow to let y'all see the necklaces. Like, they really dope. We only gonna make a exclusive, you know, a certain amount of these. So this will be an exclusive item. And it is going to include rose quartz, which is the energy of love, and citrine, which is the energy of abundance. And then we're going to come back, loop back around with some grounding crystals that we have. I have some high-end potions that I've been working on. And I say high-end, meaning that I put very high frequency and more on the expensive side things in them, which makes them potent. But my potions are very potent. People, from the third eye potion to the root chakra potion to the abundance potion, we've been getting reviews from people that people are having really good responses. And we will be talking about how to use the proper way to use potions in the webinar. If there's something you want to talk about, we can do that as well. And how to maximize the use with your crystals, right? So yeah, that's what we're doing. We love y'all. We're going to get off here. It's real over
Thanks
here.
for love.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Okay.
Anybody that want to get a consultation, a spiritual consultation or a reading, just check us out on the website, REMNANTSGATHERING.com. And thank y'all for responding about what y'all want to talk about during the webinar too. You can continue to respond to that post on the community tab. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, comment, sharing us, helping the family to grow. It's a tribe vibe over here, you know what I'm saying? And it's a positive tribe vibe.
That's
so
right,
we
right.
appreciate y'all. And Ryan, I'm so glad that you're seeing UFOs and all that. That's great, because this is what we want to happen. We want the veil to come down and have the experiences that we already knew was real, but people told us we was crazy, and now we can just be crazy and be you, and then be like, I told you, your ass saw Predator. See? Yeah. You saw that movie? Yeah, that's really happening. You actually, I'm Starseed. I'm not even from here. I'm technically an alien, you know, like all of a sudden now it's okay to tell people that shit. It's how I feel. It's my truth. So it's beautiful. I'm loving the age of Aquarius. Find something that you can love about life. Find something that you can love about you every single day. Find something that you can love about the people that you have to be around anyway. Might as well find something you can love about them. And yes, your life will just continue to be better. So I'm gonna let you come on in. With me.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
And as we always say,
Man, your third eye has just been kissed.
Peace.